All right, we got to stop the lies when it comes to the Superman movie and the success that it's having. James Gunn put out a banger of a superhero movie with the Superman movie this year, and people are spreading lies. They're spreading hate when it comes to this movie, and they're just not being honest. Rather, if it's the Snyder fanboys, the Snyder cult, haters, or whatever it may be, is lying when it comes to the success of this movie, and it got to stop because you can't argue the numbers. This movie is a success, and guess what? I'm gonna go over how it's a success with the box office plus more because there's something that a lot of people are missing, that a lot of people are not talking about. But what's up, you guys? My name is Shader Gamer. I'm back with another video. About to go ahead and cast down these lies that people go ahead and talking about when it comes to the Superman movie. So this movie right here is breaking records. Like, for example, this article right here I got on the screen. It said the Superman box office knocks off Lord of the Ring movie to crack the studio's all-time high grossing chart. I want to know, how is this movie a flop? Because you got people calling this movie a flop. It makes absolutely no sense. But I just want to show that real quick that it's breaking records. But let's go ahead and talk about the box office numbers and how is it actually making money. Is it even profitable, right? So this right here is on Twitter. Somebody has said, from Screen Time said, Superman is eyeing a 640 million through 680 million global theatrical run. So overall, it's gonna be making around that amount of money, which, guess what? It's already the most profitable Superman movie to come out. Well, box office wise, it made the most money, for a box office. But right here, it's eyeing that, it's making money. It already broke even. It's official. It already broke even. So guess what? All the money that they make is profit going in their pocket. And the thing about the Superman movie, which I'm gonna talk more about it later, it was made to not just make them money, but to also fix DC's reputation. But I want to show y'all something too. Somebody posted this on the Moonlight Warrior, and they made a good point. And it said, I don't think people understand the near impossible odds Superman was facing. The film had to be a hit with critics, which it was, be a hit with audiences, be a box office hit, wash away the stake of the DCEU because unfortunately DCEU flopped. And guess what? A lot of people lost trust in DC, and this Superman movie is to go ahead and restore that trust for people to have in DC. Make Superman relevant with modern audiences, which it did a great job with that. Lay the foundation for the entire DCU. Because think about this. When it comes to Superman, he's not more popular than Batman. They could have started the universe off with Batman. But they said, let's start with Superman and let him establish the setting for the DCU. They chose him because they believed that they could do a film, and they did a great job. They could have just went with Batman, who's obviously the cash cow, but they didn't do that. That's a lot of faith in the character that you have. Then it says, not only did Superman defy all odds, but it single-handedly saved the entire DC brand. Now, I will say this. I don't think it saved the entire brand yet, but it's a great start. It's a great start, without a doubt. And it says, the future has never been brighter. That is facts. And then somebody was saying, look, you say Superman had to struggle with restoring Superman/DC's reputation, but his logic does not apply to Fantastic Four. Why? Which that make absolutely no sense. But I like the response the Moonlight had to that. It said, because the MCU is a brand that has dominated Hollywood for almost 20 years. Because guess what? With the Fantastic Four, we'll talk about that real quick. With the Fantastic Four, they had the MCU right behind them. Superman did not have nothing behind him to really help push them forward. He's the push to push the other projects forward. And then you go back to the other post, the person said under there talking about, did it even make 1 billion? Are you serious? They try to say, oh, it got to make 1 billion to be successful. No, it don't. No, it do not. And then look, I like this. So I said, when Doomsday failed to reach 1 billion, I bet you will be real quiet. But let's touch on this too, because guess what? You look at all this stuff and, looking at like how successful it got to be and all that. But we know that it already broke even for sure, right? But we forgetting one thing in particular, the marketing for this movie. Look at this, for example, the Arizona tee. You got Superman on the Arizona tee. They making money from this. Cause guess what? The companies be like, hey, we will go ahead and team up with y'all so y'all can make money off of using our product to put your, movie and all your advertisement all on there. They making money from that. Arizona is a popular brand. Not only that, how about Toyota? Toyota, a car company, right? Guess what? Marketing with that. Not only that, how about Dairy Queen? This movie is making money, and especially by the fact that it broke even. It's making money outside of, just the marketing and all that, the merchandise and all that, but people are ignoring that as well. Because people say it flopped, it lost the money. No, it didn't. It made DC money. James Gunn went ahead and established a great foundation for the DCU with the Superman movie, and even with some of the other projects that he has so far. And the future is bright for the DCU, and people is out here lying when it comes to the Superman movie. This movie is actually successful. People are missing the point. Don't forget the marketing. The marketing for this movie. The marketing. When it comes to like Dairy Queen, Arizona, and whatever else, because there's a lot of other stuff that they got their stuff on. They're making money from that too. So guess what? Stop hating, take a step back, and hey, you gotta admit, the movie was good. I like Man of Steel, I do. But guess what? I like this movie too. I actually like this movie better, but there's nothing wrong with that. If you like Man of Steel better, that's fine. But guess what? Don't hate on the movie because your favorite movie didn't do as good as this movie. Stop lying saying the movie flopped. It did not. It absolutely did not. Not from a critic standpoint, financial standpoint, whatever. It did not. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share the video, and also subscribe. And, you know, follow your boy for more topics like this. I might go ahead and talk more about this. I ain't gonna lie, it is silly with the stuff that people saying online. But thank you guys for watching. My name is Shade, and I am out.